God morning, beautiful, sacred family of light. So much love to all of you. Wishing you a blessed Saturday. So this was another reminder to the star season bringers of light workers, wayshowers, system busters. Just a couple of reminders regarding when you are in your alignment, when you are totally tuned, vibrationally tuned to your great self, your mighty I am presence, to your highest you, which is the total culmination of that sunburst light. And when you're tuned into that, that frequency streams through you very easily. It's pleasing, it's joyful, it's beautiful, it's bountiful, it's abundant, it's peaceful, really. And you can really feel you're inside the center of all that is radiating from its outer field. So from here, that in which you are directing your energy in your experience will be very much the same, because everything is energy, and energy aligns with itself and it only multiplies. So if you're misaligned, that multiplies. When you're aligned, it multiplies. When you're in that beautiful joy, it only creates more joy. But when you're experiencing temporary joy, yet the interior is vibrating this misalignment, you're going to also experience the opposite of it. That's where you get to experience in the outer reality. It's not that something's coming to hurt you. It is not that something is coming to disrupt you. It is not an entity trying to take over you. All of that starts to fall by the wayside when you begin to recognize what you really are and who you really are as a supreme being of light that has extended itself from the source of creation into this embodiment in this temporary vessel. So from this lens is where I'm sharing from. And in this experience of our now, in our human form, we are bringing more of that streaming flow in. So what is important is sometimes you're going to have experiences where you're just breathing, radiating, and sizzling and dazzling in this streaming, and it's all in flow, it's all in perfect creation. It's like you can feel this dance of the universe inside of you. It's so yummy. And then you may have, let's say, your child, your spouse, your mother, father, whatever, your colleague, complete opposite vibration. Let's say they haven't been feeling good, so their vibration misaligned. So they cannot experience you. They cannot resonate. They cannot relate, because whatever that misalignment is taking place inside of them is in disharmony with that true nature in which you're experiencing, which is also available and accessible to them. However, the gap is much farther from where they are in their true nature to what is being experienced, has more of their attention. So as a result of it, when it comes to life decisions, for example, individuals that are in that misharmony, disharmony, dissatisfaction, and really separation, their lens is very narrow. They can't fully see the bigger picture. They can't experience the magic, the beauty, the gift that, let's say, you have stumbled upon and you want to share, but they can't even experience it. So before, you would get really upset, hurt, and also maybe personalize it. And that was part of that experience of the journey, where you had to vibrationally clean up your own template. But as you align more and more in this center alignment, you notice, wow, they're really suffering in their own separation from this streaming flow. And you allow them to be, and you do not at all allow them to make decision. Perhaps you have done that in the past, but you can see they're not going to be able to make a very good decision from that place because the lens is so closed. You have to understand when a person is in misalignment, they're in separation from their divinity, their source, their lens in which they experience life is very narrow, and it's very closed, it's very tight, because it's drawn into that discomfort area, whether it is physically, emotionally, mentally, and there's like almost like a suffering in that. It doesn't breathe well. So best thing you can do is just excuse yourself, walk away, don't engage, do not engage in any way of conversation. Walk away. Just tell them, if you can, maybe remind, hey, listen, I love you. I can feel you're not really feeling well. I can see, you're not maybe in alignment. Maybe take some time to align. We'll speak later. Do not go into battlefield. Do not try to educate. Do not try to teach, because otherwise the venoms are going to want to come out, because they're not in alignment. When you are in alignment, you know what that is. And when you are in here, you're like, okay, let them be. You don't try to fix it. You don't try to chase it. You don't try to at all go after, after them, help. All of that used to be also one of those default settings on light workers, star seeds, base shores, always wanting to fix. It goes away. You focus on your energy and your frequency and its alignment, because you recognize you're part of the whole. The more I come in this center, in this vertical horizontal axis, and I allow my God true self, my inner being, my complete highest expression of my divinity stream through me, the more I am able to bring all the heavenly goods through me. I help myself, I help everyone around me effortlessly, peacefully, easily, joyfully. And that becomes a source of inspiration, because it's a frequency that's totally at a level where it's spinning so high that everything within it transforms and transmutes. That is the gift of being in a diamond template. Those of us who are activated in our diamond template, we are much more able to hone in this frequency and ground it. The key is grounding it into this physical template. And you can't quite ground it if you have bypassed the emotional, let's say, traumas, dramas. Those have to be met. And when you are able to then bring it into this physical template, grounded, you're very grounded in your truth. And it's easy. It's peaceful. You don't create ease. You don't create peace. It just is, because it's the natural state. And with it is very pleasing and joyful. So just a quick reminder, sending you all so much love. And I know from here you also will have your crystalline diamond clarity. It's just the Sophia consciousness. It's the Sophia Christ energy, which is held by the Divine Mother. And this Divine Mother energy that's very nourishing, very loving, and yet very firm. Doesn't mess around. Happy deliciousness, everyone. Enjoy your fabulous, wonderful day and creation. Stay in your lane.